I am in the Solanki Rajput campaign from Broken Crescent 1.05 Remastered on very hard. We're in the year 1196. This is Medieval 2 Total War. And it is the Kingdoms version that Gigantus ported into Steam. So this is the Steam compatible version. And I have one announcement to make. I realized I got a copyright strike because of one of the tunes in the soundtrack. This doesn't affect the vast majority of players, but it does affect people like I Send You Total War and a couple of others who do Broken Crescent videos. So I'm thinking of releasing a submod with royalty-free tracks. So I have replaced all potentially copyrighted tracks that was owned by Kannauj from the early 20,000s. Kannauj was a kind of project or group, if you like, that was doing some kind of new age type music with an Eastern flavor. So I had to remove that and a couple of other tracks that were potentially copyrighted. And I replaced them with other tracks. Now there's a plethora of ambient sounds and music tracks that are royalty-free, available on the internet. So until I make that mod, I will use it. I will use some of the copyright-free tracks in my campaign. The other thing that maybe it's worth checking is how we're doing with corruption, and I expect now we moved our capital away from our center of gravity, that we're going to have a lot of corruption. What's the corruption here? That's not so bad, 410. So the furthest away you are from the capital, the higher the corruption. So our capital now is somewhere here. I think it was moved it to Multan. Rajput capital. So these elements that are far away, presumably the worst is going to be Mumbai. We'll have a prince there. So characters with good traits can reduce corruption, especially if they have low traits. Let's see, sorry, wow. 728 corruption and going up. 796, why is it going up? Because some of these buildings, which are mercantile buildings, if you like, so I have put a town hall, but even the town hall is not going to offset that corruption. So I put a town hall in the building queue, but even the town hall is not going to offset that corruption. Was it like Kannauj? No, too bad. 380 going up a little bit, 244 going to 380. Again, because of these mercantile buildings. I have a town hall. Well, yeah, the mines is the culprit. Then was like in Warley. We also have he's potentially good. Let's see what it is. Yeah, that's not so bad here. 189, going to 250 after we build the market and some of the other things. So I have to. I mean, it's not so serious here, but I have to keep an eye on corruption. And presumably as soon as I take Pajavanafua out. Oh, it's another of the Muir line. These are not, they're like cousins. So we have, well, someone else was Muir. So our royal line, the original royal line of Maharaja Vidyavarman was the royal line of Muir. No, of Malwa. Of Malwa, not of Muir. Okay. So Anantal of Malwa, here's a royal line of Muir is not. Okay. In any case, so these were the things I wanted to do. I have finished various maintenance things. This desert here is impassable, so there are various deserts in this map that are impassable. Of course, there are also seas that are impassable. There's the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, and so on, the Red Sea. All these deserts and seas and sinews, tortures, pathfinding faction pathfinding paths cause a little bit of an issue for the AI, so it sometimes crashes. The companion AI crashes for some of the AI factions. Okay, let's go over to the next game turn. Perfect relations with the Abbasid Caliphate. We have retrained a few units. Finished the project in Kannauj. We have upgraded the large town into a minor city. Unfortunately, where Simia says Sodia is not an active builder. And our income has gone up, 8,629. That's very nice. I have moved the merchants around also, so they have more profitable kind of locations now. More profitable locations. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the situation. We're keeping corruption down for 20. After this one comes into effect, corruption is going to go up. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do. 34, 20, 4, 4, 16. 6, yeah. The thing that will reduce corruption is to bring our capital nearer, maybe in Kuala or something, but before we do that we have to get public order down here. So these places will have zero corruption, I expect. Yeah, zero corruption, because they're very near our capital. This should have zero. Oh, it does have some. Devastation because of the enemy armies. Okay. They attacked in the previous game turn. This was zero corruption. Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. Do we have... I forgot to move him over? No. Never mind. So I hadn't finished all the actions. I thought I had, but it didn't. Okay, he has to head to be retrained, so off you go. He also has to be retrained. There you go. And these guys can get here. All these guys need to get retrained. They have to go here. And he has to come here. Before I retrain them, I may have to reorganize some of the buildings here, and indeed may have to recruit some more units because we're very thin on units in this area. So let's bring... Oh no, didn't think of that. I have to hire someone. A little bit better, but not enough. Not enough. Who else can we take there? I don't think we can retrain him, can we? Oh, we can. Oh yeah. That would help us out. Okay, I don't want to put more units into retraining for now, because we need to do some diplomatic missions. Here's our great general, Labaraj Shurivanshi. Unfortunately, I did not keep the original image, so I'm trying to make some screenshots for the videos that I put online. I don't have the original image, I only have the aged image of him. So if he looks aged, it's because I have edited the original image. If he looks aged in the thumbnails that I'm making for the videos. Okay, now if I take the settlement, relations with the Malachite of Sin will take a dive, so I don't want to do that. For now, they're already going down, so they are good, so they're not great at the moment. At least they're not as good as some of the other factions. Our relations with the Chauhan Rajputs are down to very poor because we have surrounded them almost, so they are not trusting us. Don't know how that will pan out. What do they have here? At this point, I don't want to expand. There will be a little bit of turtling unless the Gorids initiate attacks. Because our settlements here have a relatively low public order, and we don't have enough units. There's not much we can recruit. We can bring some units from here. This is the plan. But they have to go around all this way, and usually they have a unit here that blocks our direct path from Tanessa to Jalanda. So then we need to take a roundabout route that goes through here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. There's another route because there's a ford there, but that takes 2 game turns, so it's very annoying. We cannot reinforce those units very easily. One thing I could potentially do is place a station or 2 on the way to Molten in the form of forts. How much do forts cost? Sorry. How much does it cost? Can we see? No, we can't. Don't have any units out. I think they're not very expensive, about 500. So I could put a fort here, another fort there, and then infantry can get in 3 game turns from, let's say, Gwalior to Molten. That is an option. While our generals, this one is a drill master, has a drill master ancillary, or he's a drill master himself. And so he could go up to here and back. So that's an option. And then we can send units over. We can now recruit units here. So that's not so desperate. Ah, right. And cavalry. We should start retraining our cavalry. I'm sure we had cavalry in need of retraining. Say that? I'm not sure. I guess we don't. We'll send our cavalry back. Well, these guys need retraining. Okay. This javelin cavalry is light cavalry has proven extremely useful. They are the most useful unit we have. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do all these maintenance moves a bit later. I may want to reassign the building projects. It's far more important to build things here to improve public order. 2 game turns, 2 game turns. This is quicker. Oh! A Puja Gar. We could get Kshatriya warriors here. That'll be massive. And here. But not there. Not yet. Minor city, we should be able, once we upgrade these shrines, these Rajput shrines to a temple, then we could get a puja going. It'd be massive to have Kshatriya warriors out here. Okay. So here's, now you can hear one of the tunes. This is, I think, the one by Rip Roy, Graphic India, that I put separately on our video. On my YouTube channel. Beautiful tune, royalty free. Or maybe not, maybe it was another one, but it was one of the new royalty free tunes I picked up. And got some ambient sounds. Oh yeah, here it is. Can you hear it? That's called a shenai. It's a stringed instrument. It has a very annoying sound. Sounds like between a string instrument and a very stringent sounding trumpet. And I also found these ambient sounds of a prayer with bells. And I found some other sounds like that. So if you search on the internet, you can find a lot of interesting stuff, also ambient sounds. Okay, so let's go back to the campaign. Not much is going to happen this game turn. I'll show you what the situation is. Don't want to waste your time with all the moves I'm going to make, like change taxation levels, move the generals in and out, do the diplomacy and so on. You know, after the diplomacy I have a little bit of money. I want to create stations here. So this guy is fast, so he can go out somewhere here and come back potentially. If not back to Uch, then back to Bolton. That's a possibility. If not this turn, maybe next game turn. This guy can definitely go out and create a station for infantry to move over. So we can create one station here and then another station there, and I can take infantry over to Multan in 2 game turns. If we had Delhi, that would have been easier. We could take units from Kannauj to Delhi and from Delhi to Jalandhar and Lahore. Since the Chauhan Rajputs are controlling this region, this is making that road very complicated. Okay, so I'm going to stop the commentary at this point. I'm going to do the moves, and then we will continue, you know, this maintenance move. Then I will continue when I have something useful to show you. Okay, I've done all the maintenance moves. Put a Rajput watchtower here to keep an eye on Pindi, and so for that reason I haven't got money left to create a fort, which costs 750 golden coins. Let's have a look at Pindi in the meantime. So here, the only cavalry unit the enemy has is their general, Ikhtiar Khalji, and so I think we can kill him with 2 or 3 elephant units, and then if we have also a cavalry unit, we can take Pindi. Alternatively, that is, if we can avoid these javelin men here, tons of javelin men. Then here, also lots of javelin men, also some Jav Cav. But similar situation, other than the Jav Cav, we basically have a general. If we can bring a few elephant units and a cavalry unit, we can potentially take that settlement. What's the situation here? Here they have more cavalry, some golden chevron cavalry also. So, Succour for the time being is a little bit more difficult. On the other hand, they don't have javelin men. They do have longbowmen. So there's another settlement here. I think one of our merchants went by. It wasn't very well guarded, except there were some other units standing nearby, another stack. So none of this is terribly easy to take. So while we have relatively low public order in our settlements here, I'm going to wait for another game turn or two before making any decisions to attack. I'm kind of hiring some new units, and I'm retraining some other units here. And there's other places, and so let's go over to the next game turn. This is the end of the year 1196, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Another siege of Lahore. Okay, and another siege of Uch. Okay, and that army that had gone down into Gujarat and was one of the armies that had taken Ajmer is now back in Ghori lands. Pajavanov Miwa is getting married. Let's see what happens. So many events. Ghazni is allies with Armenia. Relationship with the Imamate of Oman. Marriage celebrations of Pajavanov Miwa. Lots of units recruited or retrained. We finished the project in Kutch and have Rajput shrine in Lahore. Coming of age. Vigraha Raja Shurya Vanshi. Oh, it looks extravagant. Because I finished the project here. That is something that happens. Oh, this is such an annoying trait. I didn't notice that. We're finished? No, we're not finishing the project here. Why is this on low? Oh, because it is on low. Because we have low public order. Oh man, this is so frustrating. Such a shame. Okay. That's why he's wearing a crown. He is extravagant. Okay, fine. Mission failed. Whatever that was. Stop it. Okay, Lord's not ready to upgrade. Gwalior. Okay. Castle, ready to upgrade. Da. Oh dear. And here are the two settlements which are under siege. Okay. We have some elephants free now, so we can send reinforcements. What are they?
Infidel.
Not too much to worry about. We have 2 generals in sight, so that's nothing to worry about.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
Okay, this is more worrying. So they have some Ghazi warriors, 2 cavalry units. Where do they take them out of? Here? No, here? No, they have them reserved. This is the unit that just arrived from our lands. Ghazi warriors. A unit of Royal Gulam Lancers from the beginning, from the start of the campaign. Unit of Golden Chevron, Kalash Turkish Bowmen. These are units from the beginning of the campaign. Here's another of their starting units. The starting units have survived very well. Okay. So, there are going to be 2 sieges, of which we can probably do one in this episode. Then, at the end of the siege, I'll do the maintenance moves, and next game 10 I'll do the second siege. There will be siege after siege, I expect, but fortunately, the Ghorids are rushing their sieges, so they don't have a lot of strength. So let's start with this one. You have cavalry here. This looks doable. Save first. We're in the year 1197. And we can have our first battle. Not sure why they attacked, but they have. So, one archer unit, they have a golden chevroned unit of Kabuli axemen, but very little armor. They have a javelin unit and some Ghazis. This was a strategic move to lower the public order in a settlement, because every time I have to sally out in a siege, you see the public order goes to red. Potential for revolt. And so, even though the AI has no chance to take the settlement by lowering the public order in this way, they can make the defense of the settlement more complicated. Righty-ho. Okay, so... into battle. Nothingness. I think I can sally out from the front, because our enemy is very weak. Or maybe here. I'll just repeat what we did last time. No need to be inventive. It worked out really well. Okay, what's going on? Oh man, what's going on? What's wrong with you, Jim? Guys? Okay, that worked. That hasn't worked. Okay, these other units are sallying out, and we also have the two elephant bodyguards. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to bodyguards out. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm going to speed it up. I do not expect our enemies to make a move. Actually, rather than speeding it up, slow it down and do a nice screenshot. The glorious Rajput army. Oh yeah. Our elephants are on their way. Into London Bowman, you have to stay safe. They're coming for you. Potentially coming for the elephants. Let's see what they do. We are ready to charge them.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Who's under attack? Okay, they're under attack. Right. Okay, they're broken.
Our soldiers must be fighting like old women. See how our foe hovers around victory like a bee around a blossom.
How do you like that, huh? Didn't work out for you, did it? Okay, they've both run out of... Oh no, he doesn't. He hasn't. He still has arrows, javelins, so he can go and pester the Kabuli axemen who are unarmored.
Only half the enemy force remains between us and victory. Our soldiers must be fighting like old women. See how our foe hovers around victory like a bee around a blossom.
Okay, that broke.
See the enemy run before our might. We will
Okay.
leave nothing behind but widows and orphans.
No, don't. Okay, don't kill yourselves because the towers are shooting. It's fine, you don't have to go anywhere. Don't scare the elephants. Well, why don't you just take them? Don't shoot. Oh, they even have javelins. And okay, let's have a look at our glorious Raja here. Raja of Kannauj, if I remember correctly. Among the dead. Wow, this looks glorious. Oh, yes. Oh.
Ha! Our enemy is no more! We have won a clear victory!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lost 16 men. Okay, so on the Punjabi horsemen, gain a silver chevron. Two of them gain silver chevrons. Okay. And on Rajput cavalry gained a chevron. That's very nice. Okay, and that was the end of today's episode. Another glorious victory, another glorious day for the Solanki Rajputs. And
Yes, mercy is a divine quality.
really,
noble
useless
son.
units. The only unit that we don't want to release was that golden chevron unit, but I think they all got killed.
Yes, both noble and wise.
Oh, yes. Okay, and now I'll do all the maintenance moves, and next game turn we can do the siege of Lahore. Until then, thank you for watching.